Not another zombie book. Welcome back to another edition of Drotalks. Dro here. Today I'll be reviewing Patient Zero by Jonathan Mayberry and narrated by Ray Porter. This is another zombie book. I've listened to about 4 between last year and this year, and it's another zombie book. Before we start, I wanted to congratulate our winners once more. As you know, I finished my first giveaway and 6 lucky individuals won an Audible credit from my wallet to the year, so congratulations. And worry not, because I'm starting another giveaway for when I reach 163 subscribers. This time I'll be giving away 2 Amazon gift cards. So all you need to do is like, subscribe, share, and leave me a comment on one of my videos, and you'll be entered for that giveaway once I get there. Hopefully it don't take me as long as it took me the last time, but we'll get there. And you may be the lucky winner of an Amazon gift card. So stay tuned, and please participate, share, like, subscribe, ring that bell to get notified, and comment. With that said, let's start with the story. So Patient Zero is yet another zombie book, where this one is different from the other zombie books I've listened to in the past. This does not take place in a post-apocalyptic world, or you do not see a post-apocalyptic world develop in front of your eyes. I guess in front of your ears would be more apt. This is actually a race against time, where we are following Joe Ledger, who is a skilled martial artist and a highly skilled detective turned captain, who begins to work for a shady government organization. And he reports to a more shady individual, i.e. Mr. Church, and they are working diligently to stop this zombie outbreak, but the enemy always seems to be one step ahead of them. So this is a different take on the zombie universe. I would compare this to a Resident Evil. It feels very Resident Evil-ish, where you're put into these pretty horrendous situations, our heroes are, and they gotta fight to come out on top, and you get this zombie menace that just never lets up. And again, it's a race against time. Will they win? Will they not win? Or is that post-apocalyptic world inevitable? You gotta read the story to find out. There's no spoilers here. So Joe Ledger, he leads a group of highly skilled special force operatives, and probably the weakest point in this story is hero-itis. A lot of stories, especially stories around this nature, have that. Our Joe Ledger here is like your perfect human being, almost has no flaws, and you know, all the men want to be him, all the women want to be with him, and of course there's a love interest, and etc, etc, etc. Hero-itis. But that did not take away from the story. Again, it's a very high-paced story, and even with that little negative out there, this is still very enjoyable. One of the elements that makes this story very enjoyable is actually the villain or villains. Some of your villains are very gray. One of them is straight dark. I mean, very psycho. And what I really like is this time the main villain is a female lead, and she uses all the tricks at her disposal to bring upon the apocalypse. And she is a genius level mad scientist. That's the best way I could describe her. And she is probably one of the better parts of this story. With that, I feel she's not in the story enough. I would have loved to see more of her, see more of her personality, have her fleshed out a little bit more, because the glimpses that we do see into her, especially as her story starts to get revealed, is fascinating. I think there was a lot more genuine great storytelling there. So with that said, I would give the story a 4 out of 5. So that leads us to the narrator, Ray Porter. I've been a Ray Porter fan ever since I listened to the Bobaverse. Ray Porter has a voice that's really tailored to these type of stories, these military, shoot 'em ups. He has a way to bring the suspense and the drama, and really has that speed, or drive that speed that is necessary for these types of stories. So I mean, Ray Porter, he's a masterclass narrator. I have not been disappointed by him yet, and I'm not disappointed by him now. And for this reason, I'd give narration a 5 out of 5. And finally, that leaves us with listenability. Would I listen to this story again? Well, it is another zombie book, and although it was really good and I really enjoy it and I highly recommend it, I could see myself listening to it again, but I did not finish the book and want to re-listen to it right then and there. So I just learned that there's other audiobooks or a continuation to this story. So once I start finishing my backlog, I'll probably come back to this story, and I'll probably re-listen to this to prepare for the other ones. And it's very enjoyable, so I would not mind listening to it again. And for that reason, I would give listenability a 3 out of 5. So, as I mentioned, Patient Zero was a very good book. It was not perfect, suffered from hero-itis. Villain could have been a little bit more fleshed out, but it was exciting. It was different in the sense of what I've been listening to in the past. Very reminiscent of Resident Evil. And for all these reasons, I highly recommend this book. Boom. Do yourself a favor, go out there and listen to this book. You will not regret it, especially if you like zombies. Not as horrifying as some of the other zombie books I listened to before. This is more a military action pace shoot 'em up. So with that said, have you listened to Patient Zero? If so, what did you think about it? Let me know. Comment below. And as always, this has been Drotalks. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Ring that bell to get notified. And we'll see you next time.